We are in the studio live. My name is Chris Thomas. We got Chad Drew over here in the house. I got to cut to you. Can you see?
What's up?
There we go. Chad Drew.
Hey, how are you? World Viral.
World
right?
Viral. We're
World
calling
Viral.
this Music Buzz Live Radio because Chad's the co-host for Music Buzz Live Radio. We have very special guests. We got Kiernan Maletsky in the house from Westword. How you
Hell
doing?
yeah.
Hey guys, my name's Kiernan.
What's up,
from
Kiernan?
Westword. I'm just enjoying this post 420 weekend Tuesday. So
It's a recovery day.
it is less so for me. I'm pretty square, but
Yeah, for those of us in the industry, it's kind of like, it's kind of like waking up after New Year's. You know what I mean? Or after a good like Halloween. You know.
Well, and I'm sure being in the industry, there's a lot of stuff to plan, stuff to opportunities to kind of get the name out there and stuff like that.
Yeah,
over the weekend, too.
it's crazy. There's a lot of branding going on because it's such a new industry. You know, so I know Westword had a crazy weekend.
Yeah,
Am I right?
Yeah. I mean, yes, certainly Westword has really been, it's the pod industry has been a good friend of the paper, and a little less so my section directly, although as music editor, as you know, there were a ton of concerts related to the 420 festivities, some directly related, and then quite a few as well that were indirectly related, shall we say.
For sure, without
people
a doubt.
kind of in town for it.
Yeah, for sure. There was a lot of different things that the city offered for everybody that came in town. Obviously, this has all of a sudden turned into a huge, terror. When you take a trip in the spring break and stuff like that, it's.
Did you say terror?
Yeah, I was thinking like of a vacation. I can't find the word, dude. I'm sorry. I'm stoned, man. If you can't tell, my brain's only working so good. It's been a long weekend, man.
That's Chad's MO. We keep him around here. He's the quintessential stoner.
That's right.
On our crew. Yeah, looking at the Westword, you guys have quite a bit. You have quite a big spread of actually 420 friendly ads. So
we do 420. The marijuana industry puts food on my table. So
exactly,
for sure, dude. Yeah. I know that ever since I've been in the industry, that's been one of the places that you can advertise. Because it's print. It's the local. And I've always loved that part. Having to be the music director's got to be an awesome job, though.
Yeah, it is for sure. I'm really lucky, and like I said, more of a less direct role with kind of the ad side of it and all that. But yeah, it's a fun job. So
editorial. So you've been doing this at Westword now. I mean, you've been working for the Village Voice. You were in Dallas for quite a while.
And St. Louis before that.
Right.
Yeah.
And then, so you've been here just a little bit over a year now?
Yeah. I started in early March of last year. So.
And you're from Colorado?
I am from Colorado. Yeah. Yeah. I grew up here and was working for Westword doing some writing early on. Right after I graduated from college, I was kind of a freelance writer. So yeah, I spent some time in Denver and gotten to know things around here over the years. So yeah, it's been fun so far.
And you were in the Midwest for college, is that correct?
Yes, I went to the University of Missouri. Man, you guys
we did a little homework.
Yeah.
We do shoot from the hip though,
Right.
Definitely glad to have you down here. It's been a long time coming. Wanted to talk about obviously Best of the West. You guys are one of the biggest sponsors of this event. We do it every year. We send a band to Red Rocks. We got Westword Music Showcase on the line as a prize as well. So it's good to have you down here.
Yeah, definitely. Well, Best of the West, as you say, it's been a good partner with us. A great competition, and the prizes are certainly awesome. Not just the showcase, but the Red Rock stuff and the recording deal, and it's just a good competition. So we're excited about it, and yeah, been a lot of nights here at Herman's, getting down to this point. So you guys must be excited about this weekend.
Definitely. Have you seen the lineup?
I have, yeah.
It's amazing, man. It's they've worked really hard to get to this point, and I'm really looking forward to Saturday. The competition's tight, and I don't really want to speculate who's going to win because it's not really what I want to do, because I'm the MC, and all the bands have worked super hard to get to where
Come on,
they're at,
you got to have a favorite though. You got to have one you're rooting for.
I've enjoyed them all. I know of the Methods pretty well, and I know of what's that second band? It's got the two names in it. I always forget it.
Tomahawk Fox.
There you go.
Oh, yeah,
Tomahawk Fox. That's right.
Lola Rising Methods, and then
Rising was pretty cool. For sure.
Robbie Wick's band. They're all good bands, man.
Yeah,
They're all
really
good bands.
diverse lineup too. A lot of different sounds, but yeah, it's a cool. It should be a good show. So.
Yeah, I've actually spoke with a lot of the folks in the industry and the ones that have been performing and stuff, and obviously to be able to play Red Rocks is really cool.
Yeah, definitely.
That's an awesome prize. We were looking at some videos of last year's winner actually, and it's always cool to try to be able to play Red Rocks, man. I know lots of bands that have wanted always to be able to do this. Look at that. That's awesome.
That was a Messers last year. They won and they played July at Red Rocks, man. It was killer.
It's cool to have that in Denver here, to have, the most famous venue arguably on the planet right here in our backyard, and to have local bands be able to play that. So that's a very cool thing. So
definitely pleased with the prize package as usual. Do you have any favorites? Do you want to go out on a limb?
No way, man. I never. I equally love Denver music, so I'm just excited about everybody. But no, I think it's a good final set, and there's a lot of talented bands for sure. And like I was saying, just it's going to be really hard because they are so diverse, so many different bands doing so many different kinds of things. But yeah, really a solid final. So worth the months of lead up for sure.
Yep. Yeah, it's interesting to anticipate, like, judging by each band's sound, whether they're going to be, because Denver Film Society is going to be a judge, like we're all looking at all these bands, like who's appropriate for each prize. And I think we're splitting up the prize packages among the winners. I mean, it's not just one band that's going to get everything.
Okay,
that's correct, right?
Yeah.
I believe that's right. I think that there's the prizes for, there's a bunch of different things going on for them. I was actually totally tripping out on the fact that I know how hard of a party it is, dude, and I can only imagine what your life's been like to try to have to put it all together. And
you mean best
showcase?
Yeah, the showcase. I know how crazy Chris is.
Yeah, I mean, and I'm really lucky to have a lot of there's a great team at Westword, and my responsibility ends up being a lot of kind of the coverage we do related to the showcase, but yeah, the actual production of the event is our great marketing team and stuff like that. So I end up kind of getting to sit here and take more credit than I deserve for what is a great festival. So yeah, and we're excited to have obviously we're excited to have a ton of local bands involved, but
killer bands
it's
too.
Going to be fun to have some representation from this event as well. So yeah, it's coming together,
and that's this Saturday.
This Saturday's Best of the West, yeah. The Westward Music Showcase is around summer solstice, correct?
It is, yes.
Yeah,
it's on
June 20th.
So
definitely make sure you look for that.
Yeah, it's a good lineup this year, so it should be a lot.
And who's headlining again?
Flume is headlining, and then the Black Angels and Mr. Wives, Roadkill, Ghost Choir, Robert DeLong. I'm leaving someone out, but I don't remember who. And then
well, I'm seeing more ads for them, man. I was driving up Broadway, and they're on buses now and billboards. So you guys are getting it out there.
We're getting it out. Words getting out. So yeah, and obviously, like I said, for me, it's all exciting, but the local part is definitely the most exciting, and that we're still kind of working our way through. But yeah, more than 100 local bands as well, and yeah, just all kinds of. We want to make sure we get as many different genres as possible, so it's gonna be fun. Yeah, it'll be a good time. Yeah.
It's nice for the bands to be able to get that exposure, get the name out, and have the names Westword and Herman's Hideaway behind it and stuff.
Sure. So, well, and I feel lucky. I'm sure Herman's is the same way. We feel lucky we feel like the reverse is true too, where it's just there's so many really. I mean, the talent level in Denver right now is.
There's a lot. There's a ton of it. I think it's a big conglomeration. There's music from everywhere that's been coming into the town and stuff, and to be able to see them all compete and build their audiences. I think we always refer to Uncle Nasty when we had Uncle Nasty come down here. His term was a lot of bands but not enough fans, basically. Mm-hmm. And I think that I've always thought about that over and over about how it is and what it's like to be able to, be in a band in such a growing city that's going nuts. I mean, I've been in LA when some bands have popped. I've been to Phoenix when some bands have popped. But the way that Colorado and the Denver music scene is growing.
It's blowing up, man.
It's been going crazy.
Everybody's coming here, too, man. It's a destination stop. Everybody comes to Denver. Everybody talks about Denver. Yeah. And we're right here, man, making it happen. So.
Right. So out of all of the folks that have been getting like sprung into the mainstream, just full-fledged, what do you have a favorite story about them? Any of them that
from
stick
Denver
out?
here? I mean, man, it really has been, and it's been a great time now, but historically too, you know, Colorado has always had a good national footprint, and I think there's a good legacy in place there. But you know, I love it when a band gets famous and makes a lot of money and can support themselves, and that's always great. But to be honest, you know, I have the most fun at the local shows, the kind of the things where you can see that palpable sense of community, and I think that's success. And I know it's easy for me to say that on the other side of it, but it's been really gratifying to see awesome bands just find a good following here in town and develop a good community here. And if they get huge nationally, that ends up being kind of a crapshoot. You know, it's like but it's such a like lottery, such a random.
It totally is.
But yeah, it is.
There's too much talent that goes through this city that doesn't get that financial backing.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, there's so many that I know. Chris knows a ton of them as well. That you just think, and you've rid the wave with them. You know, you've ridden that wave with them. You've seen their ups and their downs and stuff, and you know that at any time they could. You know, and obviously that's not really the whole goal of it all, because there is definitely that, the artistry of it, the love of it, the passion for the fans and everything like that. But I think deep down inside, a lot of the bands, you know, every band's goal is to fucking be able to play a big, you know, Red Rocks.
It's a lot like sports, I think. You know, you got the college teams that are fighting hard to get on the national, like the NBA, or you watch the March Madness, and the basketball teams are just blowing it up, working really hard, putting everything into it before they get spoiled and they get the big paychecks. You know, that's what I like about the local scene.
Yeah,
me personally.
Yeah, and it's cool that you get to like work so deep inside of that too, because I'm sure you get a chance to see a ton of shit just being the director of it all.
Yeah.
One of a team, you know.
Sure. Yeah. And yeah. You could never go to all the local, you know, all the great local shows that happen in a week in Denver. It's just, you know, it's all over the place. There's so many talented bands. So yeah, it's been a fun year for sure.
For sure. What do you see coming up this coming year, dude? We got the summer coming up. I know you guys got craziness going on.
Yeah, well, it's just, you know, I mean, Red Rocks and Fiddler, the outdoor concert season kind of has, this past weekend sort of was the kickoff. I think there are more than 100 shows at Red Rocks this year for the first time ever. I could be wrong about that, but I think that's it. Yeah, which is going to be, that's crazy for an outdoor venue in Colorado where it's a relatively short outdoor season to have 100 shows in a 10,000 cap venue really says a lot about the fans here. And but yeah, so it's always fun it's always those outdoors. I love the Botanic Garden series too.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, all the stuff, the summer season stuff in the mountains is always fun. I feel like every year there's more festivals up there, so it's fun. And the usual, I mean, the clubs will be packed too, you know, the Hermans and you know, the High Dive and Three Kings and the Syntax and, you know, the bigger clubs. It's, you know, it's going to be a fun summer.
It's going to be pretty crazy.
It's a good place to be and a good time to be here, man.
Absolutely,
so, Kiernan, thank you so much for coming down here. We definitely want to catch up with you soon after the Best of the West. You're going to be here for that too, right?
I think I might be, yeah.
Cool. Awesome, man. Well, Chad, thanks for being here from Music Buzz Live Radio. My name's Chris Thomas. You're watching World Viral TV. Best of the West is coming up Saturday. Here's an ad for it. Welcome, Best of the West. We keep doing this showcase because it rocks, so thank you for being here.